Welcome back to another weapon build video, and today we're going to take a look at the Pangolin Prime with the Titania and Gara Prime being out in the Prime Resurgence. This is one of Titania's weapons, Melee Pangolin Prime. And yeah, most of you guys that are, of course, older in the game, veterans, all that stuff, you already know what the stats are like, so you can go ahead and skip this part. But for some of you, you probably might not. So taking a look at 0.917, which is very low for a sword weapon. Attack speed sucks, it has to be that way, but you know, it is what it is. It has 26% critical chance, 2.2 times your crit multiplier, 30% status. We have 12.4 impact, puncture is 37.2, and slash damage is 198.4. So not bad for a sword weapon. And yeah, 248 damage in total, and of course heavy attack pretty much going to come into play as well, since we have a new thing called Tennokai, so I'm definitely going to be using that as well. So moving on to our build now. This is my build setup and this is going to be the one that you see right now. This is going to be the best build setup for a lot of you, especially people that don't like using prime reach, which is going to be on the second build. So I always make two builds for you guys, one non-prime reach and one prime reach. This is going to be the best one out of all, because this does bring red crits in here, and of course we always go with Crimson Dervish as our stance mod. It's the best one out of all stance mods, and I love this one. And yeah, it does a lot of slash for me for sure. And yeah, you're gonna get the best out of this stance mod, so that's the one that you need to have on the weapon. And like I said, Tennokai, this is the mod that I'm using, Conditions Perfection. All right, this is going to increase status chance by 100% every time you use Tennokai attack. So that's the one that you need to be choosing for Tennokai. We have Blood Rush, Organ Shatter, Condition Overload, Weeping Wounds, Buzzkill, Violent Scourge, Vicious Frost, and Sacrificial Steel. So all these mods are going to play a huge part. We should know by now what these mods do. Of course, the main one here is Condition Overload, which is very needed on the build. This is going to affect all status types on the target, so that's definitely highly needed. All right, and everything else plays a huge part as well, like Weeping Wounds, Orient Shatter, Blood Rush, and Sacrificial Steel. Of course, we got our element here, Viral, which is going to help us with slash damage and just, you know, proc and slash, since I have this slash mod here, which is 120%, so that's really good as well. Increasing my slash. Viral is going to help out with that as well. So yeah, and like I said again, this is going to be your best go-to build setup for almost every player, because I know a lot of people do not like prime reach. So as you see, they're pretty much almost all of them dead. And Tennokai is going to do that. Sometimes you need to get it on the right angle, but they are pretty much just dying very quickly, just like that. And yeah, this is like I said, this is a good setup right here for sure. It definitely does red crit, which I don't know why the red crits aren't popping up, but it definitely does red crit with just obviously doing single hits or combo moves or whatever it is. I mean, you know, there's more to it than just standing there using keep tapping B or O or whatever you want to call it, tapping O. There are some combo moves that definitely help out this weapon, do more damage. So as you can see, it's proccing a lot of slash, as you can see. I gotta get used to not playing with prime reach, I guess, but I can't get enough of that mod. But yeah, like I said, not a bad weapon. I think that's honestly my favorite combo move. So it's this one that I keep using, the Coiling Impel. You can see that it's going to apply impact and slash damage, which again, that is a huge help when it comes down to that. So that is something that I keep using all the time because yeah, applies the slash effects, the slash damage, all that stuff. So yeah, it's really amazing. Now moving on to our second build, we have the same thing but prime reach. Okay, of course, no critical. What was it called? Sacrificial Steel, which was critical chance. So that's not on there, but Organ Shatter and Weeping Wound is. And it's this stance mod is just basic. I mean, you know, it doesn't have like something like a uncontrollable combo moves. It's just very basic with damage. So there you have it. That's what I like about this stance mod. For sure. So that was both of these build setups. So guys, let me know which build setup you like the most. But I think a lot of you are gonna go with the first one, of course, because it just did a lot of damage and there's no prime reach and you're getting the full effect of just having so much damage on here. And then really quick throwing this in, I love to use Arcane Strike when it comes down to just taking melees out and melees only. So I always use Arcane Strike because it's just wow. This has just helped me with faster attack speed. Not most weapons, because most weapons it won't help most weapons with attack speed because of how the weapon comes with attack speed. So something like, you know, heavy blades won't always be effective with this arcane because it doesn't give the best attack speed. It just needs more on here. So a lot of you probably want, you know, what's it called, Berserker Fury on here. So that means that if you want Berserker Fury on here, I would just say go ahead and take off. I would say take off Weeping Wounds, but I'm gonna have to go with Organ Shatter because Organ Shatter isn't always needed as at most times. Weeping Wounds is honestly a really good mod when it comes down to your combo multiplier and keeping up that status and stuff. So that's gonna help more than Organ Shatter. So yeah, that's what I would say. Take off Organ Shatter. But then again, it's always up to you what you want to take off. I find this weapon to be really cool, taking it to the Still Path. I enjoy it a lot. This weapon, I just got to get back to used to playing this. I've honestly never touched the sword besides the Prince Mascana that has an Arcane adapter. But something like the Pangolin Prime, yeah, it's not bad at all. There's nothing I can really complain about it. It does phenomenal damage, and yeah, it's a weapon that, like I said, you can get from the Prime Resurgence and use it. It's up to you. I would definitely just say get it for Mastery rank if you want. You know, again, just use it for Mastery. And if you don't like it, then discard it. You can always discard these weapons after you get them. But of course, it's a great prime melee weapon. And I don't know. It's up to you. Again, it's up to you, but it's not a bad weapon at all. It just shows great damage. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Follow me on all social medias and Kick. Links are in the description. Love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video.